everybody, it's Doobie Addict, back again with another video. Sorry it's been a while since I've done a long form type of commentary video. It's very hard for me to come up with like an original idea for a DBD video, you know? And so, well, today I want to talk about the Bloodmoon event, as the next Bloodmoon is March 26th in 2 weeks. I want to talk about things that I would like to see changed from previous years. Um, Last year's Blood Moon event was extremely survivor sided. Let's be honest here. Killers were not able to use anti-gen perks on the blood gens, and according to the leakers, the blood generators are returning and the blood pumps and all that. Now that's fine and all if Bhvr wants to stick with the if with anti-gen perks, or even brutal strength wouldn't even work on kicking the blood gens. If they want to stick with that, fine, whatever, so be it. But there was one other reason that that this event was very survivor-sided. It wasn't just for the fact that perks didn't work. It was for the fact that if survivors completed a blood generator, they got 5,000 blood points, right? Like, good 5k for filling up a generator. Killers got 5,000 blood points for knocking over the gas cans that contain the blood in them. The problem was, killers couldn't knock out the gas cans out of the survivor's hands. Not even with Franklin's demise or anything. Like, you literally, as a killer, had to bank on a survivor feeling generous to putting the item down, putting the gas can down, so the killer could kick the gas can, and then the killer would get their 5,000 points. It was very unfortunate, you know, because it meant that survivor was getting all of the blood points and killer not so much. And so, yeah, killers kind of felt left out of the Blood Moon event, because not only could you not use your perks to stop the blood gens from popping, right? So you're at a disadvantage. So gens could pop. If I recall, I believe with the introduction of blood generators, that also added in extra gens to the already gen spawns. So essentially, there were like there were 4 blood generators, right? And if survivors just did the blood gens, well, now there's 1 normal gen left that the killer has to try and defend, you know? Or they could do a few of the normal gens. They could split up the gens, because the blood gens counted towards progress, towards getting the gates powered. Pretty crazy stuff. So what I would like to see in 2 weeks, I really hope Bhvr considers this. I would like to see the ability, if killers aren't going to be allowed to use perks and stuff again on the blood gens, I would, at least as somebody who grinds for P100s, like I have 12 P100s, I am literally on the verge of my 13th, which will be the Demogorgon here. He's Prestige 96. I'm also racing another DBD content creator to 20, and I have a head start. I'm in the lead. I gotta stay that way. I would really like to see Bhvr implement, let killers knock out the item out of survivors' hands. If the survivor gets hit, then they should drop the gas can, so that killers can knock over the gas can. Then that's something I would like to see, because last year it was difficult. All right. Another thing that I want to see. All right. Sorry, I gotta go scroll over to everybody's favorite killer. This offering right here, the Bloodshot Eye offering. This offering is a personal offering. Here is another biggest gripe with this offering, right? And it provides 100% bonus blood points to all Blood Moon score events, only usable when playing the Blood Moon event. Why is it personal? All right, we've had 2 Blood Moon events. This will be the third one. This will be the third ever Blood Moon event. Both previous 2 years, this has been a personal offering. The developers have said that the Blood Moon event is meant to be the best blood point gaining event out of anything. Better than the anniversary, even. Or at least this was a statement 2 years ago that they made. I don't remember exactly the name of which dev that said it. They might not be with Bhvr anymore. But that was a claim, right? And I can say, for as much as a lot of you don't like Kaneki, I was able to take Kaneki to P100 in 20 days. Kaneki launched April 2nd last year, and the Blood Moon event last year kicked in April 5th, if I recalled. And in 20 days, I was able to P100, get him to P100. Literally, this is the best event to guarantee a P100. Now, if you don't care about P100s, then this event and video probably isn't for you. But if you do care about getting a P100, especially with the new P100 awards on the horizon, this is the event you do not want to miss. What I would like to see Bhvr do this time around, and I really hope they will, please, Bhvr, if a developer sees this vid, please make this stackable, all right? For the best event for gaining blood points, and you want the community to come together. You want both sides to come together and all that. And not to mention, another thing about the Blood Moon, for those who don't know, it goes up to a 500% bonus blood points, all right? Unfortunately, the event doesn't start that way. We as a community have to come together and earn that 500%. So I think it's going to start at 100%, then it's going to go to 125, 150, 300, 400, and so on, all right? And last year, it revolved progress towards the next tier of the blood points. It required survivors to complete blood gens, and killers to kick blood gens, all right? That was the 2 requirements as a community. We had to come together to boost that blood point gain, you know? But it would be nice if, for the first time for a Blood Moon event, that these offerings wouldn't be personal. If we could all just stack them and all that, because you allow us to do that on the anniversary events. Like, we stack the cakes and the cobblers and all of that, you know? Personal offerings, it's disappointing, especially because the Blood Moon event is going to have its own separate queue. It always has. So if you're separating, like, make it worth it, you know? Like, if you're going to have... that's all I'm saying, you know? Like, please, Bhvr, I really hope this time around you've been considering the changes and the feedback from last year, because this offering should be better. And I really hope it does get better. I've got over 2,000 of these on Kaneki, because, like I said, I straight dumped points into him, and in 20 days, P100. That's it. So I really hope Bhvr does something, you know. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't know. Last year, map offerings were guaranteed to spawn. Like, it would take you there, and there were some, like, a-hole survivors who would send me to Erie and all that. They would place map offerings instead of the event offering, and the toxicity between both sides, I think, needs to stop when it comes to events like this, you know? Both sides trying to dick each other over, and I get it. Like, both sides want to win. That's fine. If you want to win and all that, I get it. But I've been playing this game for 9 years, all right? In the early days, the first 3 years of this game's lifespan, maybe even 4, anytime there was an event, even double blood points, both sides would like loosen up and come together and be able to be peaceful, you know? Like both sides, like sure, I know that there's a lot of people now that go, "Oh, farming is boring" and all that. But it was the most peaceful time. Even if you thought farming was boring, it was still like the best time to like, you know, to under I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just wish that things like during events like this and all that, we could all come together again, you know, and make sure everybody has fun, everybody gets a good chunk of blood points and all that. We're always fighting. Both sides, it's always an us versus them, and I get that. All right? I honestly blame skill-based matchmaking being added back in 21. Uh, because that's when I noticed a shift in the mental state of everybody and the competitiveness began. I really hope Bhvr does manage to fix the skill-based matchmaking like they said they're working on. But that's for another time, you know. That's a topic we can talk about another time. But other than that, I'm really stoked. Like the Bloodmoon, March 26th on Thursday, like it's gonna be a good time. Like, and I have a P100 Sadako to blow through right after I finish Demogorgon, because my community voted for a P100 Sadako. She's not my favorite killer. I do not like her. Sorry, Sadako lovers. I'm a Sadako hater, and fortunately, I'll be joining your ranks in the P100 Sadako here soon because yeah, my community loves me so. But thank you all for watching. Sorry, it's a bit of a short one, but there's not really much else to talk about, you know, other than what I would like to see changed and all that. But let me know what you think in the comment section, if you agree, if there's things that you would like, because like I said, the leakers, they're claiming the generators are coming back. The blood gens are returning. So, but make sure you drop a follow, hit that like button, as it does help me in the algorithm, and I will see you all next time.